Hi guys, so it's me again, and in today's video I wanted to talk about my must-haves for pumping. These are the things. So I've been pumping for about 2.5 months, and these are the things that I feel like I absolutely need in this journey and absolutely love. So these are, I'll figure out how many items it is. I didn't count before I did this video, so we'll see how many items that I needed to purchase for me to embrace this pumping journey, because it's such a journey. I don't know if it's like an uphill battle but these are the things that has made this journey a lot more pleasurable and has helped me a lot. So before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. That way you can see more of my videos. Right now I'm mostly talking about motherhood, so a lot of my videos is talking about me pumping, talking to me about, like my last video was about mastitis. I swear I thought I had the coronavirus, if I'm being honest, because that's what it felt like, or at least it's comparable, because I know someone who had the virus and they're healed, but they felt like death. And that's how mastitis felt for me. It felt like death. What else? But I'll do some vlogging in this channel as well. So I just have a variety of things. I just feel like I have so much questions. So my last child was 10 years ago, and so much things have changed. And I know, like, I just had so many questions and things that I've been finding out, doing research on. Like, I swore I thought when you are pumping or breastfeeding, like, you have this waterfall of milk that comes out, and I realized, at least for me, I don't have a waterfall. So there's just so much things that I've learned and I want to share. And I think I kind of rambled, so sorry. Anywho, just like I said, like and subscribe to my page. That way you can catch up on more of my videos. And if you have anything that you're curious about or want to know more about and would like me to record, comment below. Alright, so let's get into this video. So of course, with pumping, you need a pump. So I have my handy dandy Spectera. Absolutely need that. Now I will say this, so Aeroflow is a website where you can get your free breast pump through your insurance. They're like the middleman between you and your insurance. Most insurance will cover the cost of a breast pump, and they tell you which breast pump you're qualified for. And then there are some exclusive breast pumps that you have to pay an upcharge, like it's an upgrade fee. So like, let's say this is $200. Your insurance might pay $150 and you pay $50. So with my insurance, this was completely free. Well, actually, I got the Medela through my insurance. This my sister-in-law gave me, but I knew when Aeroflow got back to me, this was one of the pumps that my insurance covered. And I will say this, had I known what I know now back then, I would have gotten the Spectera 1. Now that pump is portable, and so therefore that pump wouldn't be completely covered through my insurance. It would have been like an upgraded fee. So like I said, had I known what I know now, I would have definitely gotten that pump. Because if you're exclusively pumping, you do not want to be attached to the wall at all times. Like, that's such a depressing feeling that not only are you pumping so many times a day, and trust me, in the beginning you're pumping like 8 to 10 times a day, sometimes even more than that, and you literally feel like you're attached to an outlet. So having a portable pump, I would say, is crucial. And with that being said, when I realized that this was something that I was going to be doing exclusively, I went and got myself a portable pump. And it's this bad boy. It's the Baby Budda. Now let me tell you about the Baby Budda. It will suck the soul out of you. So I'm just gonna forewarn you now. Put it at the lowest setting. Like when it turns on, it is automatically at its lowest setting. But don't be bold and put it at max. It will suck your nipple soles. Like, I had a love-hate in the beginning of me using this because literally it was painful. And I just felt like, man, I spent $200 on this little thing and I didn't want to use it because it hurt when I was pumping. And with some tries, I don't know what word I'm trying to say, trial and error, that's the word I'm looking for. Without trial and error, I've managed to fall in love with this thing. Now I will tell you, when I was sick, like in my previous video, and I talked about mastitis, I had a bad nipple. Like my nipple was cracked, it was white, it was horrible. I did not pump with this. Like, I feel like if your nipples are injured, then just stick with your Spectera until they're healed again and then go back to this. That's just my personal opinion, but I love it because I can walk around my house, I can pump in the car. I've used this in my car, and because of trial and error, I do use this on the lowest setting. So when you turn it on, you see how it says level 1. What I do is I bump it up, and you see that teardrop, and I leave it. Oh, it's at level 1. Wait, hold on, I got this all backwards. Okay, now it has a teardrop. That's how I use it, at a level 1 in the teardrop. If you use it in the BeauGen mode, that really sucks your nipples and it hurts. You see that? It goes. So yeah, I don't use that setting anymore. I was, and I think that's how I hurt my nipples. I realized for me, using it in the regular mode, not the BeauGen mode. The BeauGen mode is the letdown mode. That's too much suction for me. It hurts me after a while, so I just use it in the teardrop mode at level 1. It goes up to like a level 9, I think. Yeah, level 9. I don't need a level 9. I ain't trying to kill myself. Level 1 does the job. I do that for 20 to 25 minutes. Every now and then I might do it for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, this shuts off. Same thing with this one. After 30 minutes, it shuts off on its own. So when I'm using this, it has a necklace. So I could walk around with it like that. I personally don't like things on my neck, so I don't do that. Every now and then I might, but I have I don't know what this is called. I might insert the name somewhere here. A little pouch, that's what I'm gonna call it. I forgot what these names are. Can't remember. Anywho, fanny pack, I think it's called. Okay, so I put in my little fanny pack and I put it around my waist, and voila, I walk around like that. And then I have all this stuff attached to my boobies, but yeah. So anywho, So the fanny pack comes in handy too when I'm using my mobile pump. So you have your pumps. The next important thing that you need to have is a hands-free pumping bra. That's what it looks like. Mine is well overused, looks beat up, looks like a face mask, kind of scary, like oh. Anywho, I'm being silly. Do I have it upside down? Sure do. Should have told me what's upside down. Anywho, this is my hands-free pumping bra. This is the Medela. I think I could have bought a medium. I got a large. I do have big boobies, but I heard that when you're pumping, you kind of want like a tight fit or a snug fit for like compression, but this does the trick. And I have tried the pumping strap. I'll probably insert a picture of the pumping strap. That's another hands-free pumping bra that I like to use. But I'm gonna be honest, I have a little love-hate with the pumping strap. Again, it's all about trial and error. That's why I love Amazon, because I returned that sucker. But I'm waiting for the big girls version to be sent to me. So I have bought the regular size pumping strap, because there's two kinds, one for small chested people and one for big chested people. And I thought that I was little chested, but these badonkadonks was not working in the small chested pumping strap. I don't know, it was just, I felt like it was more of a hassle. Like, I liked using it, but when you see why, like, I'll tell you why it didn't work in a second. Because I put these latex vibrators in my bra to help with my letdown and my milk flow. So when I have this on, I could fit my vibrators in here. When I had the pumping straps, I had so much chest that, like, literally I couldn't fit the vibrators. So I just returned it so I can try out the big chested version, and I'll give you an update on that. But anywho, it doesn't matter. I have several hands-free pumping bra. I mainly am using this right now. Once I get the pumping strap back, I'll probably be using that. It's good to have more than one, especially when you have laundry day and you're washing it. It would kind of suck if one's in the laundry and you don't have nothing to pump with. Like, this is a saving grace, so you need this. What else? You need nipple cream. This is particularly the one I'm using. It's Earth Mama Organic. And I don't use this while I'm pumping. I use this afterwards. So I have to be very nice to my nipples. I've learned this the hard way. So I pump on a low setting. Like, when I'm using the Spectera, I only use the letdown mode, which goes to level 5. And I stay in that for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. When I'm using the Budda, I already explained, I stay in one mode. I'm not trying to injure my nipples anymore. So when I'm pumping, I have coconut oil that I just put in a little jar, and I rub that on my nipples and I rub that on my flanges. Once I'm done pumping, then I use this to soothe my bad boys. Now, talking about flanges, these are the LacTeck. These are like a must-have. So I tried the Pumping Pals. I haven't figured it out, and honestly, I'm just not in the mood to figure out how to work the pumping pals. Like, maybe I just wasted my money on that. But I just know a lot of more of my milk comes out with these. And instead of trying to figure out how the pumping pal works and how to increase my milk flow with that, if my milk is flowing perfectly fine with these, and this is like gentle on my nipples, why give myself a headache? So this is the LacTeck Flanges. They are silicone, much better than the plastic ones that come with your traditional pumping parts. And it also has this little feature here, which is supposed to mimic, because it's actually softer, like thinner right here in the middle. So basically it's supposed to mimic your baby's latching. So I love these. These are my favorite. And again, it's silicone. It's much more gentle to your nipples. Now, this is not expensive. It's like $20. Now, if you don't want to get that, you just want to use your regular flanges, these are a lifesaver. These are the BeauGen inserts, cushion inserts. These, you insert it into your flange. So you take this with your thumb. Ooh. And then you go like this. And then you put your nipple in there and you pump away. This is a lifesaver. This had, when I had injured my nipples, this was like magic gold for me. Magic gold. Don't lather this with coconut oil. I'm just gonna say that. Just like, I know some moms still put coconut oil. If you use the inserts, don't put coconut oil, because basically if you add coconut oil, you're gonna make your nipple slip out like that. Whereas if you, hold on, my finger got stuck. If you don't use coconut oil, it's just, you're not gonna see your nipple, and it's just gonna go back and forth. Sorry, my finger wants to slip, but it's just gonna go back and forth and protect your nipple. So that's one thing I noticed. If I use coconut oil, my nipple will slip, and then after a while it becomes uncomfortable. But if I use it regularly, you get the gist. I recommend these two. So either A, get yourself some cushion inserts, the BeauGen kind. Well, this is the only brand that I know that makes cushion inserts, the BeauGen. If not, get yourself a LacTeck. Next, the Haakaa. Everybody talks about this. No, I'm not breastfeeding, so it's like, okay, if you're not breastfeeding, then why you have this? Well, because most mamas, baby's latching, and then they attach it to their boobie. But when I'm hand expressing, this has come in handy. Like, I'll attach it to this boob, because this is the leaky boobie. So I could be massaging this one, and this one's like just dripping. So I just attach it on there. I massage this boob, you know, squeeze the milk out, and then I switch. Or if I'm in the shower and my boob's leaking, attach it on there. This is just, I feel like if I'm on the go and I didn't have any of my essentials for pumping, like, this would save my life. I just like using this. Next, are these bad boys. I call them milk catchers. So I leak, and before I don't like wearing a bra when I'm home, and so it was just super annoying that I'd be walking around without a bra, just in a regular t-shirt, and I'm leaking all over the place, and then I smell like spoiled milk. Like, it was so annoying and aggravating. So, and that's why I couldn't use the nursing pads that people buy. If I'm not wearing a bra, how am I gonna hold the nursing pads correct? So I bought these. You stick your nipple there and it catches the milk that drips. So how do I work this, especially if I don't like wearing bras? I bought myself some nursing tanks. So if I stand up, the reason why I have a sweater is that this one is kind of see-through, but this is a nursing, oh, you see, see-through. That's why I cover myself. Anywho, this is kind of like a bra in itself. So if I recommend, especially if you want to feel human and feel like you're dressing up instead of staying in pajamas and being mopey all day, get yourself a nursing tank, especially one that's kind of like a bra itself. And what I do is I take these, I put it in here, and I walk around my house all day, and it catches the milk. And then when I go to pump, I just dump the milk that it caught into my little bottles. I don't fill up this whole thing. It's just a little bit that I'm catching. But hey, every drop of milk counts. Especially when you don't overproduce. You want that little bit of milk you're dripping. And lastly, guys, ta-da! I want to be like, dun 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 dun. This makes me so happy. They saved my life. They saved my soul. Okay, I just want to show you real quick. This is what the pumping strap looks like. You see how they could fit these vibrators in there? This big booby lady could not fit her tetas and the vibrators. Just saying, could not fit it. So I have to get the pumping strap for the big women or for the big chested people. It has more material up here, so I will be able to fit my tetas and the vibrators. That was my goal I was trying to achieve. Anywho, I use this for every single pumping session. With that being said, I keep it charged. I use it twice and then I put them back on the charger. So for instance, I pump at 8 o'clock in the morning, I use them. When I pump at 12, I use them and then I put it on the charger until my next pumping session. These are expensive. Hold on, I think I'm dying. I need water. Okay. Anywho, this is expensive, but it's worth every single penny. Don't tell my husband. You don't want to know how much I spent on all this stuff that I've been buying to make my life so much easier in this pumping journey. But anywho, sidetrack. These have heat and they vibrate. So they come in this nice little box, and then you flip it open. Da-da-da! And that's what they look like. And they fit right on your boob, just like that. You turn it on. Regular vibration. My favorite one, I hit the button again. And it's like, dun, 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 dun. I like that version. I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's waking up my milk and saying drip, 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 drip. And I have it. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's like these 3 lines. I mean 3 lines? 2 lines on top and 1 line on the bottom. That's the heat indicator. I keep it at max heat. At first it was too hot for me, but I kind of got used to it. So just heat it however way you like it, but I keep it on heat and the vibration mode the whole time I'm using it, and I literally feel like in 15 minutes I could be done with pumping. It's like super duper, makes pumping faster. I still pump longer just in case I have another letdown moment, but I really feel like this helps me. Get yourself one of these. And those are my pumping must-haves. Sorry this is a lengthy video. I was trying to make it short, guys, but you know, kind of went rambling. But those are my pumping must-haves. If you have any questions, comment below, or just tell me what are your pumping must-haves. Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.